Treble clef. What is it? Why is it? And why should you care? Well, if you're a guitar player, you should definitely care because you read notes on the treble clef. And if you're a piano player, you also read notes on the treble clef, but you usually play them with your right hand. And the treble clef in general deals with high-pitched notes, and that's something that guitar players and piano players have access to. It's also important to note that the treble clef is called a G-clef. Why is this important? Well, when we draw this thing in a second, you're going to be starting off from the second line from the bottom, which is the G line. And we're just going to copy the digital version of this thing. You're just going to go around the G line like that, kind of make your way up and back down and just make that tail. It doesn't have to be perfect like what I just did. We can try that again. I hope you're drawing this with me so I don't feel so lonely and weird doing it. Yeah, it looks sort of better. You just want to take your time with it. Don't get sloppy like that or make some weird, strange symbol. You really want to make it look like a treble clef. Just fool people into thinking that you know what you're doing, like when I play guitar. So that's really how you draw a treble clef. You can call yourself a troublemaker. Get it? It's alright. Not everyone's pitch perfect. So the treble clef has 5 lines. You can number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the bottom, and also 4 spaces. So 5 lines and 4 spaces. And we don't just number them, we actually assign letters. E, G, B, D, and F are the lines from the bottom up, and we use an acronym so you can remember it. Every good boy does fine. I'm sure every good girl does fine, but for our acronym purposes, we have to stick to this. And for the spaces, they spell out face. Face for space. F-A-C-E. If you look from the bottom up, the line space, they go in alphabetical order. E, F, G. And then our musical alphabet starts from A, goes to G, and then restarts. So A, B, C, D, E, and F. And you could just keep continuing with that pattern. So that's all you really need to know about identifying notes on the treble clef.